Hi.
Oh, this is a different setup. I don't know. Am I too loud?
I think you're fine on mine.
Okay. Just making sure because I have a microphone.
Let me make sure we don't get that like weird playback thing where it's like, "Aah!" and then I can see the chat. Oh, come on now. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do any of that you're saying. Okay, here we go. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Welcome to the Muffin Chat, the chat of the muffins. Sorry. Okay.
That's okay. So we just want to give people some time.
Yeah, let's sing songs while some more people get in the chat. What's annoying is I can't see the chat at the same time as I see your face. So I'm just, oh my God. And so I'm just like staring at my own face, but frozen. How are you seeing the chat?
What do you mean? Well, I'm seeing it in the, sorry guys, we're having some technical switch outs here, but I can see you in the Google Hangouts screen, and then I just have the chat up in another window.
Oh, I wonder if I can make my window smaller. Sorry guys, we're noobs. Or I'm
always trying to make my window smaller.
No! That doesn't work for me. All right, well, I'm going to have to just see the chat so I can't see your face.
Oh, you're missing out.
I know. It's a face that I see often, though.
I know earlier today.
So welcome to Muffin Chat. If you guys are new to this channel, this is some OG stuff going down right now.
I know.
This is some blast from the past business.
I know that we've been doing the Instagram lives, but like this one feels different.
Yeah, this one has a different aura about it. Oh, I can look at the chat on my phone. God, I'm a genius. God, I'm so smart. I hurt my own brain sometimes with my intelligence.
Well, good. Hey, late. Oh, someone's all set with, is that ice cream and wine?
Ooh.
I have water.
Yeah, I was like, I have water. But I'm trying to be very good today. Like I watched all of my points.
It's an investing app.
Whoa. I watched all of my points.
I did too. I watched them fly out the window.
I attracted them. I did all the things that you're supposed to do to be a good little WWs.
You're amazing.
Only because I wasn't this week.
I know. I just feel so crappy about this week.
I know. And like I was super pumped about Simply Filling. So like, and that's still the case. Like I'm still super pumped. I just don't know what happened this week. Hi guys.
Oh man, when you find out your local friend just got a t-shirt press. All the t-shirts.
I should get a t-shirt press because I have so much free time. Oh, but I didn't finish the story. So anyway, if you are not an OG muffin, back in the day, before babies and 40 pounds of fluff, Miss Celia was on the channel with me, and we started the muffins together. That's why it's plural, because there used to be two of us. We were muffins, and and then Celia took a little break, and then I got knocked up. So, but we used to do a chat every week, and we would just talk about our week, our goals, everything like that. And we're both kind of needing some motivation, so we decided to bring the chat back. We're bringing the chat back.
Yes.
Update everybody, Miss Celia, and like maybe what's going on with you, because they haven't seen your face in like the talk all day.
Yeah, it's been a while. So the last time I was on here, I was about 40 pounds lighter. I've been busy.
Living my best life.
Just really getting into actually, like I got a birth control placed, and just a lot of changes. So it's been a rough couple of years. I mean, I put it on in 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years? Yeah, this will be 2
Oh
years.
God, has it been 2 years? I feel horrible.
It's been 2 years since I was,
That's insanity.
Yeah, I just added more depression to myself. We're on someone's TV right now.
I know, I was like, I feel so famous.
Anytime the camera adds 40 pounds.
Yeah. Angle your television so that we're more thin.
I'm gonna just angle my camera.
Wait, let's. Hi guys.
Welcome to the chat.
You really don't know what a difference like this to this makes.
Oh, like, girl. I'm feeling myself. Look how skinny my arm looks.
I know, it's like, Mom, supermodel.
If you saw this camera from the bottom up, I'd look like a melting cancer.
I feel like we should do that only to be fair.
I'm not. No. Oh gosh.
It's only to be fair.
It looked like a worm.
I know it's
Anyway, let's go back to this.
back to life. Sorry. This is what happens when me and Celia chat.
A lot of chatting in no particular order.
In no particular order. We used to be really organized and we made like a list of discussions and we just didn't do that this time. So so did you want to say any more about what's been going on with you or?
Oh, nope. I just, like I said, gained weight, and I was doing keto for a little bit, and it was going good. But keto's a very strict diet that you have to be very fastidious about, and I need more grace, which the Weight Watchers plan allows for. I'm not doing freestyle though. I'm doing the old school 30 smart points on iTrack Bites. That was the program that I was the most successful with. I did give freestyle a try when I was working as a leader. Everybody had to, so I did give it a try, and I didn't find that it was helping me with my food option. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah. So right now that's what I'm doing. Freestyle, 30 points. Not exactly slaying it.
But you've only been back in it for like what, a week and a half, 2 weeks?
Like 2 weeks, and last week was like the 5 perfect days we did on Instagram, and that went really well for me. Like I actually did really good having a challenge, but once that challenge was gone, I just and then I started my period. So this last week I was just like, what? Who cares about a diet?
Yeah, I'm also doing iTrack Bites, and I have mine set to smart points for if I'm not doing Simply Filling. So today I'm tracking points and tomorrow because I'm gonna be in between doing a lot of stuff, and it's been so long since I haven't done freestyle that I was like, oh crap, like eggs are extra points, that kind of stuff. So it was different.
So sorry.
Hi. Yeah, you can do all of them on iTrack Bites. You can do points plus. You can do whatever you want.
Sorry.
It's okay. Kids, it just happens.
He's like, I'm hungry. I just fed him 2 packets of oatmeal before I came up here.
And he ate some yummies from his sisters.
And he's been eating at my mom's all day. So I'm like, really? Anyway.
Yeah, mom life. Oh man, everything's just going off. But yeah, so it's kind of weird for me to track points not in freestyle because I'm like, I texted you today and I was like, does shrimp have points on smart points? Because I'm so used to it being 0. And when I looked it up in the app, it was like, kept saying it was 2 points. I was like, no, it isn't.
Yeah, it takes a lot for you to, like, if I have 3 ounces of shrimp, it's 0 points still, which is which is enough for like my spring rolls and stuff.
Yeah. Like I think I had 1 serving of shrimp and it was like 60 calories. I mean, so it's still like, it has to be a lot to get to points, but I was looking at them like 2 points. And I'm like, what's in the shrimp? Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did points today, and at dinner, when I got to dinner, I had 24 points left for the day. Like, I'm so not used to having that many points. I get 34 on smart points, which is what I started with. When we first started Weight Watchers, I had 34 points a day, which I thought was like so few points. And then when I got to 30, I was like, how am I going to survive?
When I dropped from breastfeeding points to regular points, I was like, I don't know how y'all survived.
How are we going to live on this? But yeah, so.
In the chat.
They do not have Simply Filling on iTrack Bites, but there is a way to track it just like you do in the Weight Watchers app. I have a video that I posted this week on how to do that on iTrack Bites. So it'll walk you through how you can track Simply Filling. But it doesn't technically have like you choose Simply Filling. It tells you the brands. It doesn't have that. So you kind of have to do it. It's kind of like an experimental diet that you have to do all by yourself. It can be intimidating. But we're gonna, me and Molly are gonna have a bunch of videos out. We're both vlogging. We're gonna do some collabs, and then of course we have the iTrack Bites 101 video, which is kind of long because we're chatty, but it gives you all the rundown of what Simply Filling is, how to do it, blah 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 blah. And then I posted a video on how to track it in iTrack Bites this week. We got you, girl. We got you. So anyway, I did sort of Simply Filling this week. Should we just go ahead and do weigh-ins, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a little salty. Actually, I'm not salty. It's my fault. I'm still salty about it, but it's my doing. But I was up 1.8 this week, which I know it's my fault, but I think my body is different because back in the day, Celia, do you remember when I was doing Smart Points and I would have a day where I was like, I'm not tracking, and then I would get right back on track, and then I would have a loss that week. That did not
Yes.
happen.
No.
That did not happen this time.
No.
So all of the videos are going to be on YouTube. So they're on my YouTube channel. And I have a playlist. Also, if you go to the homepage of my YouTube channel, it'll say playlists. If you click on the playlist, it'll have one that says Simply Filling, and it's all my vlogs I've done of like what I eat in a days. It's grocery hauls. The 101 video is in there. It's all Simply Filling stuff. So me and Molly are both going to have playlists just for Simply Filling for you guys. But anyways, I'm up 1.8, but that's because Saturday, your girl made out. A deep, succulent makeout session with some Taco Bell on Saturday. I don't know if it was self-sabotage because I lost like 2.9 or something last week. I don't know what it was, but I ate the Taco Bells. And then Tuesday, I was really good all day, and a friend of mine that I haven't seen in 9 months came over, and my husband got in a little fender bender, and she was like, let's go to dinner. And I was like, let's eat cheese dip. And it happened. But then I've been good since then, like on track, tracking everything, not using my weeklies, like all that jazz. So it is what it is. I'm trying to be more strict on it this week. So hopefully we'll have a loss. What about you, Miss Celia?
So this last week I was tracking and I wasn't being as diligent about it. So that was, I think, my biggest downfall. We didn't go grocery shopping, which I normally do on Sunday, and then get everything and make a meal plan. I didn't do that, and I think that really was my demise. I was up by like 0.6 this week. So, it's
What? What'd you say?
I was up 0.6.
Oh, that's nothing.
Well, from last week,
That's a
you know what I mean? Anyway, but I was that was after all, like, I've evacuated this vessel.
I'm gonna say that was like 3 hair follicles and you needed a burp.
You're so sweet. But it was hot. I mean, it was up. So I ate a lot of bad stuff. I ate 5 cookies for dinner last night, if we're just gonna be honest. Like, yeah. So anyway, I need to make tomorrow I have a graduation party, and I'm gonna try and make good choices. I'm gonna tell myself that I can eat pizza if I track it and no cake. Because I'm a savory more than for dessert. Like, I'd rather have pizza than cake. And
I'm the total opposite.
but I am definitely going to, that's the whole thing, is like, if you're gonna eat it, you're gonna track it. Even if you go over, you're still gonna put it in your freaking tracker.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I have an event tomorrow as well, so that's why I'm doing Smart Points for the weekend, basically. Whoa. Sorry, my phone's jiggling. So tomorrow, this sounds so lame. I'm in a mom's club, so like it's a club for moms, and we like meet up and go to Chick-fil-A and stuff, and like bring our offspring. And I got voted in to be on the calendar committee somehow, and I don't know what that entails, and no one has told me. So I have to be at this banquet, and I've already prepaid and told them I was coming, and they based it off of like who RSVP'd, so I can't just not go. And it's a freaking buffet at an Italian place.
Yeah, that's gonna be, yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, we got to have a game plan going in, because if I don't have a game plan going in, the plan will be to just eat everything and ask for forgiveness on Sunday morning. So I went ahead and pre-tracked in my app for tomorrow, because you can do that in iTrack Bites. I don't know if you could do that in Weight Watchers. Could you?
Pre-track?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like the day ahead?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, and I did it in iTrack Bites because that's what I'm using. But how did I not know that?
You can just scroll over, like, it says like today, yesterday, tomorrow.
I only had that app for 3 years, had no idea. But so I pre-tracked what I think is going to be on the menu. So I'm sure there's going to be lasagna. I know there's going to be salad and breadsticks. So I'm just going to have unsweet tea. I tracked 1 serving of lasagna, which is 9 points in the app. I'm going to add some to that because I don't think that's high enough.
Yeah. Well,
I'm pretty sure it's closer to like 15.
I'm trying to think of, or the portion size is like ridiculous, because like I'm trying to think of the diet lasagnas that you get in the store, the frozen ones, and they're like 12.
Yeah. And so I'm going to look at it and then kind of gauge and up the points if I need to. And then I tracked 2 Olive Garden breadsticks because that's the only thing I could find comparable. This is not a chain Italian place, so doing my best. And then 1 serving of Italian dressing because I'm sure the salads are going to be dressed. So that's my game plan. And I still have like, 15 points for the day. So I can eat really light breakfast and lunch. And then I think I'll be fine for dinner if I keep it under control. So that's my plan. Thank you, Bonnie.
I think it's a solid plan.
I think it's a solid plan, but the planning is not the hard part. The executing is the hard part. You get in there, you smell the buttery garlic, the cheese, and it starts to like, and then you get around other moms who are just like eating their face off, and you're just like, I want to be like you. And then before you know it, you okay?
Do you hear that?
What? Is it a specter?
It's a child.
Oh, is it a ghost? Is everything all right? Do you need to go handle that? Okay.
Sorry, I think that they're like. There's a Simply Filling question about fast food. So I'll let you go ahead and take it away. I'm gonna take a
take it away. Really quick. Okay. Can you accept? Sorry. Lisa says, can you discuss fast food ideas for Simply Filling? Okay, so unfortunately, no fast food is Simply Filling. Like even when we had the app, no fast food restaurant food is Simply Filling. But here's how I'll look upon it. I feel like if you go to a fast food place or a restaurant and you try to make a Simply Filling choice. So let's say you go in there and you're like, I want grilled chicken, no oil on it, a side of steamed broccoli, no butter, and a baked potato plain or with salsa or something like that. I would count that as Simply Filling. If you want to be safe, you might could count a couple of points for like if they accidentally might have additionally put oil on it or something. It's much easier, I feel like, to be Simply Filling while out at a restaurant. Fast food is just, you don't know exactly what's in it. It's really hard to customize it, like, and make sure that it's right. So unfortunately, weeklies you're gonna have to use for fast food. But I count Simply Filling stuff at restaurants. I feel like you can sort of control that, and they're a little more open to helping you out as opposed to fast food. So I just save weeklies for fast food because your girl does like Chick-fil-A, and you need it. I mean, and again, like you could go to Chick-fil-A and get like a fruit bowl and the grilled chicken, and you could count it as Simply Filling. The thing with Simply Filling that I like is you're policing yourself. So if you want to order something the way that you need it to be ordered to feel comfortable that it's the healthiest choice that you could make, that it's as close to Simply Filling as you could make it, then I say that's a win. And I think you're taking control. It's better than you going to fast food and being like, well, nothing Simply Filling. Guess I'll get 4 large fries and 87 hamburgers, So I just kind of try to make the healthiest choice. If I feel like it's a little higher in points and I'm being honest with myself, I'll count those points out of my weeklies. And that's just how I do it. Hi, Anita! You made it! Anita missed our angles.
all in honor of Anita.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's how I do it on eating out. But usually I just, and if it's something like say, like I knew that banquet is coming up and I'm trying to be on Simply Filling, but I know they're not going to be Simply Filling meals. I just am going to track points for that day. And so that's what I did on Simply Filling before, is if it's an event you can't really control, you can't bring your own food, it's pre-planned, just count points for that day and then get right back on Simply Filling the next day. So that's how I handle it. And again, I don't know if that's right. Simply Filling is kind of like, it's like intuitive eating. You have to like really talk to yourself. You have to really like say, am I full? Do I want another serving really? Or is it just my mouth that wants another serving? That sounded inappropriate.
That's what she said.
But yeah, so that's how I do it.
It's good advice.
Are your children alive? Not anymore.
Yeah, man, I just come back covered in like blood. I'm like,
anyway. Like handled that.
It was a bloodbath.
Oh my God, speaking of bloodbaths, I'm like obsessed with like true crime podcasts and Somehow,
didn't wait to hear where that was going. Speaking of bloodbath, I have been so into. I'm like, go on.
more
Let's hear
please. And like somehow like serial killer stuff keeps popping up in my like suggestions on YouTube. This is why I can't keep up with the YouTube weight loss community, is because when I log into my YouTube, all my video suggestions are like stuff that just like catches me and I'm like, whoa, I gotta know about this serial killer. And that's probably why I'm still fat. I blame it on serial killers.
Well, mine is filled with mukbangs. Like, I get requested them constantly, and I'm like, oh, spicy fire noodle carbonara. Okay. I see you, queen. And then I go watch it, and then I eat a pound of ramen.
There's one, see, ramen is not an enticer for me, but chicken nuggets, I keep seeing ones with like, you just see a little head and then like this pile of chicken nuggets and sauces. That's triggering. That triggers.
That is a dream. That is a dream.
We have to do that when I come and visit you.
Put our faces in a pile of chicken nuggets. On board.
Me and Celia, I'm coming to visit her in September, and I'm already planning. I mean, because I want to gain 10 pounds while I'm there. So
Let's do it.
So what did we say we were gonna do? We were gonna do a mukbang.
Oh yeah, like just like an epic food day or something. I don't remember.
I can't remember. I think every day is an epic food day.
I think we were also going to do some.
We were gonna. Oh yeah, wait. What was the skit? Now I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I'm worthless right now.
Gosh,
I was at a field trip all day long. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw my tartar tot incident.
I love tartar tots.
Well, okay, so first thing, it's so embarrassing. I go to order my food, and it's at a bowling alley, and I'm like, I just want a side of tater tots. And she's like, okay. And I was like, wait, how big is a side? She literally holds, I said, I want tater tots and I want nacho cheese sauce. And she goes, I asked her, well, what size is it? And she holds up a cup like this, and it was like this big. I thought she was talking about the tater tots.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, that's not enough. I need two for sure. So that was the sauce cup. So I got 2 platters of tater tots, and they came out covered in cheese, and she just like set them in front of me, and I was like, excuse me, I'm sorry. I asked for carrot sticks and lemon wedges. I don't know.
This was supposed to be a side salad.
This is a mistake. I didn't order this. I didn't order this. So, yeah, it was awesome. But I didn't eat both of them. I did eat some, but
Yeah.
I just kind of gave up on everything today. I really want to, like what we were talking about earlier about motivation. I really think that I need to change what it is because right now I'm reaching for stuff that used to motivate me, but I'm definitely not the same person I was.
Yeah.
And using the same material is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in that same headspace. I got to quit thinking that things that helped motivate me before are going to do that now. I need to look at myself as the person I am today, then see what those weaknesses are, fulfill, what it is. Because before, like we talked, it was totally like I could hear a quote or a saying and it would be like, yes, this sticks with me. Or it was, being accountable on the internet. Like, these things I'm either numb to or whatever, but they're not fulfilling the needs of the person I am today.
Yeah. See, I'm only good when I'm on the internet. Like, if I have to show it to people, then I feel like I can't be bad because I want to be a good influence. But then when I'm not vlogging, then I'm like, ooh, Taco Bell, So I'm struggling with a why as well. They keep saying find your why. My why isn't the same because I'm a totally different person. My life is totally different than it was a year and a half ago. It's crazy.
There's a book called Brain Over Binge, and they have a workbook, and I actually think I'm going to order the book and the workbook and work through it, because I really think that the problem is just that I'm a binger. Like, I have a binge eating situation where I get really excited about like planning big, huge meals. I do all of these things. And I think it might be cool to kind of get to the root of that. I think honestly, the whole reason I haven't read this book is because I don't want to not eat the way that I, do.
Yeah.
So
because you haven't had that aha moment yet where you're like, that resonates with me. I want to stop.
Yeah. I mean, even if I read that entire book and there's one thing in it that sticks out as like, a different path I could take, a mindset shift, a reflection on the way that I'm doing things, why I'm doing things, and it will be totally worth it, because I mean, I've been doing this long enough, and I'm so sick of feeling like I'm clamoring to get on this wagon that seems to always be leaving me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm exhausted from chasing it. I mean, and I don't know what it is. I don't know my hang up. So I think that might be something that I work on, and I might, maybe share it on like Instagram. Like, I'm working through this, and this is what is good. And,
Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea. Brain Over Binge also has a podcast. Now that I'm
yeah,
in podcasts, I might have to add that in.
I know. The only reason I haven't listened to the podcast because I haven't read the book, and I haven't read the book because I'm not committed to not binging, but I need to be.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I need to get myself past is like,
Getting to the point where you want to overcome it.
yeah. So I think I'm gonna put it in my cart and possibly order it. It's not that
Just stare at
expensive.
it for a couple of days and then
Yeah.
yeah. I think mine, I mean, I do binge eat sometimes, but I'm 150% emotional eater. But it's not any one emotion. I'm always emotional, so I always want to eat. So like that's what happened with Taco Bell. I was out of the house without my kid. I was by myself alone. I got to go to the grocery store, slowly walk around, nobody hanging on me. And all I wanted was just to like sit in my car and eat something delicious and like not have to cram it in my face or share it or like I just wanted it to be mine. And which sounds terrible. but
No.
but also my son is a horrible like keep me from eating yummy food because he can't have dairy, so I can't share it with him. And he's at the age where if he sees me eating it, he wants some. So I have to eat pretty healthy when he's around. So when he's not around, I'm like tacos.
I don't know. Yeah. I eat stuff all the time. My husband, he's like a big snacker and he likes to have food everywhere. Like really good friends that are close to me, we hang out. It revolves around food, and I have a lot of adjustments that I need to make in my life. And when I reflect back to when I was doing really well, I had put myself in an environment of healthy boundaries, like which I haven't created for myself yet. I keep acting like I'm fine, like this isn't going to tempt me. I got it. Do you see their name?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure.
Wait, hold on. I need to take a picture of it first.
Okay. I was like, I'm not. I don't.
Yeah, it is a Pikachu shirt. Thanks for asking. Jiggle my dirty, smelling. I'm not even gonna say that word. Tight brown butthole.
All right, Jeep. Did you get a picture?
Oh, sorry. I haven't. I'm still marveling at the commitment he has.
Greatness that is the jiggle.
Oh, there they go. Take a picture of Jiggly. Why? That's a waste of a Pokemon picture.
All right, you got it?
Yeah, I got it. You can get rid of jiggle my dirty smelling.
Yay!
Oh gosh. That is so ridiculous.
That's what's funny is I've done lives when it was just me and I have not had one creepy person come in. And then we get back together and it starts up again. Remember, it happened every chat when we did chat.
Every time that we would do it, we'd have somebody coming in.
It's got to be because there's two of us, I guess.
Golly.
But yeah.
Oh. My husband's calling me. This is a picture. He would kill me.
That's why you're a binge eater, Celia.
It's so hot. I like to watch my husband eat big sandwiches.
I like it when it goes ba 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 ba.
I like it when she goes ba 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 ba. Yes.
So if you guys want to, you can feel free to share your weigh-ins down in the chat, and we will give you some love and some inspiration if maybe you had a rough week like we did. And if you have any questions, now would be a good time to pop them down below, and we'll do our best to get to them in a timely manner. But yeah, so let's maybe talk about some things we're going to try and change this week to get better, to do better, to increase the peace.
What?
I said, do you want to go first?
Okay.
Okay.
I couldn't ever do keto. I'm trying to do simply filling, but I track bites freestyle. Keto is really hard. It's hard. And it takes a while to get to the benefit that makes it so good. Like my favorite part about keto is when you get past the point of feeling greasy and bacon logged and all of that and tired and cranky, and you get to that like beautiful little point where it's like energy and you feel so good and
Clear-headed.
Yeah, clear-headed, and food isn't like your cravings have been kicked. That is the sweet spot, and I can sit in that place forever, but it's so hard because once you're there, if you are human at all and you fall off, then you're gonna end up going through that again, like that little bit of time, and it's so hard to get yourself to like, ugh, okay,
Yeah.
So that's why it is discouraging. I mean, when I can get in it, I can get in it and just like love on keto so hard. But I mean, with what do you call it? Summer on the horizon, I see some corn on the cob in my future. Lou lost 1.4 this week. Yeah.
And Nita kicked some butt. She lost 2 pounds.
Oh, you
Nita
know what?
walked.
I read that and I didn't even know what it meant. Like -2 baby. I'm like, well, that would make my life easier, but I love them.
Yeah, I think for this week, I'm gonna focus on being honest with my tracker, especially when it comes to Simply Filling, because this week, not only did I eat out twice, but I was still eating off the Simply Filling foods list, but I was not being honest with like my portions. And then I found myself like grabbing things that weren't Simply Filling, that were just like a couple of bites. And then those couple of bites throughout the day added up to probably more than just a couple of bites, but I didn't track them. So I just want to be super honest with myself this week on the tracker. Stick to the Simply Filling foods list starting Sunday and track accurately, well, today I already did, and then tomorrow. So survive this Italian food and then walk. I need to walk. There's no excuse. I have a stroller. I have a baby who loves to be outside. There's no excuse for me not to walk every morning, or at least, 3 times a week. So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, so I have a cheat day every 2 weeks, and I wonder if it's an excuse to go back to binging or a good girl. Is this girl, Andrea? I seriously relate to this so much because I was just talking to Sharie about like how maybe I should just pick one day a month and eat everything I want in that day and just not feel bad and blah blah blah. But I was thinking to myself, the same thing. Is that me finding a way to feed my binging tendencies? Like, should I try not doing that for like a couple of months, and then if I feel like I have my stuff together, maybe see if having the cheat day works?
Yeah.
In my opinion, if I give myself a cheat day, I will push it to the limit. Like I can't even like if I showed you guys what I ate, you would be like, get out of here. There's no way you could eat that much. I'm a bulk eater. I can eat a lot of food for a long amount of time.
Yeah,
So
I've thought about doing like once a month, like a no count day, just once a month. And like, would that keep me motivated to like put it down? Like, if I don't eat this now, I can have it on my cheat day. And then maybe I won't want it by then, like, because it's more of a craving. But then I don't know. I don't know if that would set me off. Like if I had had a very steady, awesome month so far, but then I was like, oh, here's my cheat day. And then maybe I couldn't get back on the wagon after that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, yeah, I love that you don't have to count oatmeal or potatoes on Simply Filling. Your girl loves potatoes.
I am closest to a lowest weight, still a ways to goal, but I keep sabotaging myself to go lower. Any suggestions?
Do you mean you're sabotaging yourself from going lower, or you mean you're sabotaging your healthy diet to get lower in an unhealthy way?
Yeah.
Did I read that wrong?
My last cheat right there was this pint of Smirnoff and 35 Hostess fruit pies. That that I could do that. That's no joke. And that's the thing. So I haven't. I like to drink. I like to partake in like alcoholic beverages. Like I'll have a glass of wine at night. Like when my kids go to bed. Yeah, it like totally relaxes you, makes you feel good. But I haven't been having anything like at the end of the night for the last 2 weeks, and that's been good.
Yeah.
So I've been trying not to, but if I drink, it's game over. Like I want to get Jack in the Box munchie meals, and I want and then the next day yeah, and then the next day if I'm hungover, then I need greasy food to make myself feel better. So it's 2 days really.
Yeah.
If I decide to like drink and like get really turn, then yeah, then it's that night I'm eating afterwards, and then the whole next day I'm eating. So
See, I don't have a problem like saying no to drinks because I just don't like. I'm just not a big drinker, but I cannot say no to a piece of cake. So
sorry, my husband's messaging me.
that's okay.
I'm trying. trying to tell him what I want.
Okay, so I think what Tony is saying is that she's sabotaging herself so that she can't go lower. She's almost at her lowest weight, but she keeps sabotaging herself. I think that's what she's saying.
Right.
Right? Okay. That's a tough one because I feel like if you keep sabotaging, that's something that's going on in your life. You know what I mean? That's something you have to look inside and really be honest with yourself and say, why am I doing this? Why am I eating this? I'm so close. I've come so far. What am I afraid of? You know, and I think we touched on this back when you had reached goal and I was getting closer to my goal. That the closer you get to that goal weight, like the harder it gets mentally, I think. You know what I mean?
Well, and when you get to your lowest point, you feel good. You're like, I feel really good about the way that I look. Like you have confidence, and you should. And sometimes we just think, is this enough? And then it's just time to evaluate what it is that what you're really wanting. And I wish that I had like a solid answer as to how to find your why, but man,
Yeah.
I can't even wrap myself around the why that's important enough. Like things that were really important to me before, taking pictures with my family, not hiding behind my kids. I've tried saying that to myself before I've eaten something that I'm not supposed to.
Yeah.
And it's still worth it in the moment. Like I don't care about a picture. I just want to be happy right now. So whatever that's going on in my life right now, the comfort of food is outweighing why I want to lose weight. And I need to figure that problem out.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely important if you're having that kind of struggle, like you just got to look inward and see like why you're doing it to yourself, you know? Let's see.
Never give up. That's the attitude. I
Yeah.
mean,
And the thing is like, even if you have let's say you do have a sabotage day, look how far you've come. You've done amazing. And you're not going to gain that 150 pounds back in a day. You know, so you just have to have just have a chat with yourself and be like, I want to be this weight. What have I done differently this week? What can I do to change it? And go from there. Gina said, would Gardein products like veggie yes, you have to. Here's the thing with Simply Filling that I tell everyone: if it comes out of a box or a bag, most of the time it has to be counted out of weeklies. If it has breading, definitely. If it has a lot of ingredients, definitely. There are a few exceptions, like bread, like light and low calorie breads. Those are Simply Filling for the most part. Alexia hash browns, like the frozen hash browns. Those only have 3 ingredients. That's considered Simply Filling. So it's mostly ingredients. You can have, I think, the crumbles, the plain meatless crumbles, I think are Simply Filling. It's on the list. I can't remember. I know tofu is allowed, but you do have to count points for it, unfortunately, or weeklies. But yeah, so basically I tell everyone this: when you're doing Simply Filling, just shop the outside of the place, and that's all Simply Fillings, like fruits and veggies, all of them. There, you know, potatoes, beans, all of them, corn, eat it all up. Meat, lean, extra lean, anything 93% or higher, or 98% fat-free, like sandwich meat, Canadian bacon. I count turkey bacon as Simply Filling, but you know, you do you. And then dairy, all fat-free dairy. You know, we're still going around. all the eggs, spray butter. And then what else is around? And then go check out. But anything in the middle or in the freezer section, you usually have to count points for.
I think Simply Filling was the beginning brain child of Freestyle. It's a program that is set up to guide you into intuitive eating with foods that are less likely to be binged on. So things that are in the freezer, whether it seems like, wow, this is really low calories, why isn't it 0? But if it's like a breaded, meatless chicken finger, I could personally go to town on those. They're delicious. You could eat those very easily, and that's what they're trying to avoid. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's the same psychology behind like why they moved into Freestyle.
Yeah.
Is like what was behind Simply Filling.
Yeah. And I think also Simply Filling really focuses on cleaner food. So like the less ingredients, the better. It's like it only has 2 or 3 ingredients in it. Bam, you know. So yeah, that's what I suggest is when you're shopping, especially since we don't really have the scanner anymore. I just stick to the outside, and then if it's something that has a lot of ingredients, it's over processed, it's a convenience food, more than likely it's weeklies. How's my tummy? It's doing better. That's actually, I didn't want to use it as an excuse, but I'm worried that I'm having inflammation from some things. So like my rings are tight, which is not usual. So anyway, hopefully it gets better. Right now I still feel nauseous a lot. But yeah, hopefully it passes because I don't want to go to the doctor. I'm scared of my doctor because he's very nice, but he's far away and I'm scared of him.
Oh.
Oh, thank you, Tony. Yeah, Asa just melts me. I love it that y'all love him so much because I was very much thought not to include him in videos, but he's such a ham. I think he gets it for me. He just wants to be on camera.
Well, I think that you have a little bit of anxiety because lately you've been bombarded with a lot of garbage.
Yeah, what's up with that, homies? I try to be so nice to everybody. Where's the haters? What's going on with the haters?
Did you say you have to count weeklies for tofu? I thought it was simply filling.
No, I'm saying tofu is simply filling. I said I think that the crumbles are as well, and tofu definitely is. But I can't remember because I don't have the scanner. But I'm pretty sure that the plain meatless crumbles are simply filling. But again, I don't have the scanner, so I don't know. But tofu is 100% simply filling. Eat all the tofu you want. I wish I liked tofu. I really want to. I've had it before when I liked it, but it was deep fried and covered in sweet sauce.
I freaking love tofu. I love making soups out of it. Korean soups with tofu in them are so good. Girl, let me cook you some tofu, okay?
All right, I'll let you cook me some tofu when I come over there.
I will cook you some tofu. We can have a tofu mukbang up in here. I'm gonna hit you back and I'll make it.
I eat tofu in my kitchen.
Oh my gosh. My plan this week is I think I'm gonna look into that book. It's not really in the budget. I don't know if it's really expensive.
You might find it free online, like the workbook or eBay.
Yeah, might take a look and see what I can find. But at least research that and start getting a plan into works for me to get that book and the workbook so I can start thinking about that side of it. Because I don't think I've ever really dedicated a lot of time to my mental side of it. The first time that I did Weight Watchers, I was really competitive. I was not with necessarily anybody. Well, I was kind of with M from M Wilson Fit Fam because her and I were like so similar in weight. I wanted to hit gold before her so bad I could taste it. And I did. I'm just kidding. And if you're watching, I love that her and I can be competitive with each other because it actually really helps me out. But so I wasn't really focused on that. I was so in the plan, like with being accountable online, feeling a little competition with wanting to do
well,
so
plus,
good.
like Weight Watchers was your whole life. Like you worked there, you had a meeting, like your whole life was Weight Watchers at that point.
Guess who's back? Back again. Jiggly my dirty smelling type.
You might be my favorite.
Tell your friend. Guess who's back? Oh yeah, I might be at the library. I should take a look. Why are you so obsessed with us?
Gosh, go away, Jigglypuff.
Go away.
We love you, but
even my Pikachu is disturbed by it. It's like hissing at you.
It's
like Pikachu does not choose you.
There. I don't know what he said because I blocked him too quick, but
I don't know either. But my golly,
I thought it said he was in timeout for 30 minutes. Where'd he come from?
Has it been? Maybe it's been 30 minutes since we've had a little jiggle my dirty.
Well, Jiggle needs to go and do something else because he sits there for 30 minutes and waits for the chat.
He needs to go jiggle somebody else's dirty.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my plan. Is I'm going to start paying attention to that. Like, get a plan rolling for that. I am going to make myself a grocery list for next week, and I'm going to at least get my dinners under control because that's where I lose it. Is when at dinner time for sure.
Mine is after dinner. I've had dinner, I've had my weekly or my dailies, I've got my dessert planned, and then I'm like, my name's too angry.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I am so motivated by competition. It's crazy.
I'm so not, and I think that's how we work because I think if we were competitive with each other, we couldn't be good friends.
We would secretly be deleting each other's good weigh-ins. And
yeah.
No, like and I'm not competitive in a way where I don't want the other person to succeed. I just genuinely want to do better and be like I want to be number 1.
And I'm just like, whatever, I'm gonna go take a nap.
But I'm not that way with like sports and stuff. I'm that way with things that are in my wheelhouse. Then I'll be competitive with him. If it's not in my wheelhouse, then I'm just like whatever, get out of here. Skinny jeans for lifetime. Cute. That's a cute name.
Ah, that is cute.
So that's really my plan is
And this video will be saved.
yeah.
If you guys come over from Instagram, I cannot save our Instagram live chats, which is why I like to do YouTube because it automatically saves it and uploads it. I don't have to touch it. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Celia, are you considering simply filling?
No.
No, never ever. I tried simply filling. It ain't the plan for me.
Yeah.
Like so when I'm doing Weight Watchers, I like to eat stuff that's easy and maybe isn't awesome, but it helps me get through it. It helps me enjoy what I'm doing. I don't enjoy what I'm doing when I do simply filling. It's not like Sharie loves potatoes. That's the highlight for her. Like she gets to have potatoes and pasta, and those aren't my jams. Like I like Asian food. That's my jam, and I have to track everything except for tofu and rice.
Yeah.
But like everything else that I make with it, and I feel like I just do so much better when I can allocate my points on like a whole spectrum without having so much stuff be 0. I do so well when I have to allocate for more than fruits and vegetables.
And you've never been into simply filling. Like even when we did that challenge, I think either you didn't do it at all or you only did it for like a week.
I don't know. I learned a lot being on Weight Watchers. I learned that I cannot be a vegan, and I learned that I cannot like simply filling.
That's right. We did collabs, and Celia learned a lot about herself through those things.
I did. I learned a lot. Yeah.
I lost 4 pounds in a week when I went vegan for a week.
I lost 5 pounds in tears when I went vegan for a week. I was so sad that whole week. Every time I ate food, I was just like, ugh. You can make really delicious vegan food, but I'm too tired to put that much effort into making something taste like something I could have in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much. It's like, oh, there's a really easy mac and cheese. All you have to do is go buy virgin pumpkins, peel them gently, steam them. Then you're going to add some carrots and potatoes and blend them up with this veggie stock that you made. And I'm like,
and here's
or I could go to Trader Joe's and get the light mac and cheese and toss it in my microwave. Like, yeah, it's just so much.
Yeah, I feel like if I was because I didn't have children at the time, it was doable for me. But again, kind of like simply filling, I think there's a lot of prep involved, especially if you're new to veganism. Like if you're going vegan, I think that's a challenge. And if your head's not in the game on just normal Weight Watchers, I don't think vegan is a good way to go.
I do so bad when I put on like a lot of restriction and I'm not in the mood to be there. Like if I am in it, like then the restriction's fine. That's the game. But if I'm not in it and then I just hate everything. Then I'm like a whiny 13-year-old girl, like pouting and just not wanting to be there. So
yeah. And see, I just love simply filling because it's all the foods that I eat really anyway, and I don't have to track them.
I don't know. I feel like I see weekly slip away way too fast when I do simply filling. But I've seen how well it works for you. So I know that it's a viable option for people. Like it's not just some fluke. Like
what kills me is if you're in the Weight Watchers, first of all, I feel famous because the Simply Filling My Weight Watchers plan of choice, like world's longest name, their Facebook group.
I think
somebody sent them Molly's chat and they watched it. And then they talked about it in the group and they were like, we feel like we've hit the big time because we're on YouTube. And I was like, I feel like I've hit the big time because I'm on your Facebook.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, we were talking about how in that group, you have to have done the research first before you ask a question because they don't have time to be telling the same people the same thing 150 times. I forgot where I was going with that story. What were we talking about before that? There was a reason I brought that up.
I don't remember.
I'm too tired.
I think we were singing that Lizzo song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that song. It really fires me up. It really does.
Yes. It makes me want to like twerk it. But then my son looks at me like, don't step on me. I won't survive.
Half Size Me has put out some coaching casts that I have found to be helpful with the mental part.
Yeah. Yeah, if I here's the thing. I like podcasts that entertain me and frighten me simultaneously. Like totally normal. Oh my god, Jigglypuff, you're back!
Ah!
See,
Jigglypuff
not
is
30 minutes.
Oh, well, thank you for letting us know.
Oh, well, I'm glad that we could help you. I hope you lost 10 pounds.
Oh. I've never heard that. We need to go plop this. Like, that is the most ridiculous way to say something. Oh, like, who, like, what person is like, oh my gosh, this Weight Watchers chat, I'm gonna go talk. Like, why?
He must be like 10.
I don't know. He's probably not. He's probably like 30. It's
Okay.
actually, I bet you anything it's Chit Chat Patty Whack.
Okay. So,
On like a,
she's on like a secret channel.
She's using a secret channel to come and get us.
Oh, that's true. The kids are on summer break. Okay, I hid all his stuff, so hopefully he goes to find another Jigglypuff to play with. Maybe his own, but not here. But anyways, so I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about the week. If I can just stay out of the drive-thru and not go hang out with friends and go crazy, I think I'll be fine.
I think tomorrow's gonna be a rough day for me.
I think you got this. You got to go into it like I got this. This food will not control me. I am in charge here.
I really want to have that attitude though. I want to have that like honestly feeling like I got this. It's not a big deal. Come at me, but I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
I feel like if I can make one goal for myself tomorrow and hit it, then that'll be good enough. Like I do not need to be anywhere close to perfect tomorrow. I'm not going to set myself up with unrealistic expectations because I know that's going to bum me out for Sunday. I just need to honestly, I think what I really need to do is just no matter what I do tomorrow, I need to track it. So good or bad, I'm tracking it, and that's going to be my goal for tomorrow.
I like it.
But I just.
But you know, you actually helped me this week because I told all week I've been talking about Taco Bell. Like ever since I had it, like that's all I want. And you were like, so what you should do is go in the app and like think of all the things that you want and then add up how many points that would be and look at it. And I tried to do that today, girl, and nothing that I wanted was under 10 points just to start with one thing.
They're so high.
And I was like, why? What do they put in this stuff that makes it so fattening?
You know what's crazy is like the dollar menu items, like I never get just one thing.
Never.
Never, unless I only have $1. Like I am always getting multiple stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, Celia, like on what, like why is that normal for me to go through the, like would I go to someone's house and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a chicken burger and I'm gonna get a double cheeseburger and I'm gonna eat those in one sitting? Like that's crazy. Like why, dude? I do some weird stuff.
But that's why I think it's like when you're alone, no one's there to judge you. Like I can eat 6 tacos in my car because nobody can say crap about it because it's my car and I'm doing what I want. I'm 100% that bitch.
Like nobody knows the joy of a mom out without her kids with like a burger in your hand. Like I'm like dancing in my car, eating my burger, like pointing at people next to me, like, yeah, it's the best day of my life. Like,
so true.
So much joy.
I'm listening to gangster rap and eating tacos. That's my idea in my car alone.
Oh, it's so good. And that's how I know it's getting out of hand, though. It's like I will make sure to throw away my wrappers. I don't want to talk to anybody about it. Like,
oh my God. I did the exact same thing. Saturday, I was like, I have to get this out of my car before I get home because I had groceries in the back. And I was like, Chris is going to, my husband's doing amazing on his diet, which is just pissing me off more. But I was like, I have to hide this because he's going to help me get these groceries out and he's going to see it or smell it. So I got out of my car, like drove around a parking lot until I found a trash can, threw all of the evidence away, like in the podcasts I like to listen to. And then I drove with the windows down to get the smell.
She's like, I duct taped it in a plastic bag. Oh my god.
I wore like a stocking cap so my hair DNA wouldn't be on it.
You have a hazmat suit in your car for when you eat Taco Bell, so none of the smell is in you.
I just have those little plastic gloves, and I'm like,
It's real talk. Like, I seriously feel like, okay, so I haven't gained back all of the weight that I lost initially, but mentally, I feel like I'm at ground zero, and I'm trying to figure out my foundation and what path I can take to get out of it again.
yeah,
You know, that's a hard thing for me to deal with. Is like, you know, going from a person who worked out every single day and loved it and was totally into tracking their stuff and was really committed to being where I am right now, feels so far. Like, we're such different people, and it's a really difficult concept. And it's hard when I see people around me doing so well and just being so envious of their desire for it. So I
yeah,
think that's honestly where I need to like really step in with like stuff, is to figure out why it is I'm doing what I'm
yeah,
doing. Because even if I eat an entire watermelon, yeah, it's 0 points, but what am I doing?
yeah.
I'm binging on a watermelon.
Yeah, you're gonna have to poop a lot.
I better get seedless.
Better get.
I feel like a machine gun. Oh my gosh, we are no better than Jigglypuff.
We have been influenced negatively by Jigglypuff.
Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you get moms away from their kids for an hour.
Yeah, we get cozy.
They turn into 13-year-old boys.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna start wrapping it up because it's been 1 hour. But if you have any quick questions you want to throw at us real quick, we can answer those. And if not, we're gonna jump back. We're gonna jump off of here.
I'm not jumping.
Yeah, I'm not jumping. We'll roll. I'm gonna roll out of here. Yeah, I think that it's hard for me because this is the weight that I was when we started. So like I'm back to ground zero. I'm not my highest weight because before I started Weight Watchers, I'd already lost like 50 something pounds in a not healthy way. But I'm back to where I was when I first started Weight Watchers. So I feel like I'm completely starting over, but I'm also super comfy at this weight. Like, I know how to dress this body. I don't feel unconfident most days. I'd say 90% of the time I feel slamming. So
I like barely have any cute clothes in this size. I've been wearing this guy a lot. This is my Huggy.
Ew, it looks gross. I don't want to touch it.
You don't even look at this, Sharie. This is disgusting. But, this thing is magic. It's made by the people who made Snuggie, so you know it's about comfort. And there's a pocket for treats.
A treat pocket? Now I'm sold.
Pocket. Oh, it's too soft for you. I'm gonna hide it. But anyway, you're right. It's been an hour.
All right, guys. Well, this was an awesome chat. So we will see you guys. I think we're gonna have a chat next Friday. My mom's gonna be in town, so she might be in the video. But we will tune in with you guys next Friday. Talk about how our week went. Why am I holding a lip liner? I don't know. And whoa. I thought for a second you had a hair dryer. And I was like, are you ending it all? Well, no, because you were putting it into your mouth. Like, I was like, whoa.
Whoa, Celia, we're just ending the chat. I'm like, oh, phew.
You're like, oh, sorry. I thought we were just done. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week, hopefully. Be sure to follow us on the Instahams because we talk a lot on there, or I do, all day, every day. And I will have all the links and everything that you need for Simply Filling, linky links, after this video goes live in about 30 minutes. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.